Hey, welcome to Waking Up to Win.
I'm Annie.
And I'm Chad.
And this is your space for real estate motivation, mindset, and the kind of coaching that pushes you from stuck to a top producer.
We are all about helping agents work on their business, not just run ragged in it.
And we believe there is more than enough room at the top for everyone to win.
Let's dive in. Hi, Annie.
Hi, Chad.
How are you?
Tired.
Yeah.
Jet lag.
Same.
Can you have jet lag for
an hour?
An hour?
Yes. Most
What,
certainly.
1 hour time difference?
Is jet lag just the time difference, or is it like just being tired because you were out of your element and out of your routine?
I think it's really a thing, but I just think we use the word wrong.
Should we look it up?
Sure.
Aaron, what does jet lag mean?
Because what I think I have is just party lag.
I know.
I don't think it's jet. I think jet lag is literally when you lose an entire day, or like when you're flying.
Okay, well,
Let's
tiredness
see.
felt by a person after a long flight across different time zones.
Yeah. I don't think one little time zone counts. A 2-hour flight to Miami is not jet lag.
Oh,
It's poor choices.
We did have a good time, though.
It was a great time.
It was a great time. We went to One Summit.
Yeah.
I loved their theme this year. It was fun. Like, it was perfect for the world, I guess,
The world
of real estate. Do you remember what it was?
I don't. That's why I'm sitting here thinking,
Guess
what
it
are
wasn't
you
that
talking
good,
about?
It was our new era.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was all about entering the new era, and things are different in the industry, and taking that by.
Well, and it's ONE, our new era. You have to
Yeah, they
put
turned
that
the
all
one
up there.
into
They
an
did.
acronym. I thought that was creative and inspiring.
Well, I'm glad you were inspired.
I'm sure it's not going to be nearly as inspiring as you're saying you have for us today,
Oh,
is it?
look at that transition. Wow. Okay.
I think they called that a segue in real world.
So you're going to like this one. The difference between a top producer and a burnout isn't hustle. It's the disciplined courage to say no to 100 good things to protect the one essential thing.
That goes right along with our book we're reading.
I know.
Right now.
That's why I picked it.
Greg McCowan's Essentialism.
Yeah.
Doing that as a book club on Waking Up to Win for the next 4 weeks. We're reading, there's 4 parts to the book. So we're reading a part a week and then digesting it together.
I thought you would like that.
I do like that. It is. I think it's the truth. I think I mean, you can correct me if I'm.
Oh, and I will.
I feel like that's an area of skill that I have a lot of skill in, is discerning what's important and what's not important to get to the goal.
Make the cricket sound.
I don't know why you can't just give me a compliment every once in a while. You and I both know I'm good at that. So why are you acting like I'm not?
Oh, say it again.
I said I'm good at seeing the important things and not getting caught in the unimportant things.
That's true.
For other people.
I was going to say, there it is. And now you know.
Hey, when you are on our
Because when
team,
it's
that's
for
a
you.
good thing for you as a realtor. Just because it's not my strong suit.
Okay, that now I fully agree with it.
That's funny. I am. No, I'm excited. I think next year for me is going to be all about coaching in the office. So I'm going to get into that a little bit. We're going to have some programs for the agents.
A lot of great stuff coming our way.
Yeah, corporate. We went to Summit this week, and corporate Realty One Group. They have amazing programs, which we've had: Rev Up, Level Up, Coach Up. Mentor certification, all of that kind of stuff. And I'm a one university certified coach through Realty One Group. But they're going to offer the Rev Up program, which is for new agents for no cost. They're going to offer the Level Up program, which is kind of the follow-up to Rev Up. It's for like 1 to 3 year agents. Maybe you've been doing it for a year, but really deep diving into those foundational things and going through that. And then they released a partnership with Buffini and Company, which is a big deal.
We got to
Buffini's been
see
around
him,
forever.
hear him
Yeah.
speak.
He spoke, and because I'm a 1U certified coach, I can bring 100 Days to Greatness into the office, which is one of his classic programs. From what I can tell, and I haven't done the certification yet, and doing it in January, but it's very similar to what we teach already.
I was going to say, when he was going through it, I was like,
yeah,
looks like we kind of know what we're talking about.
Maybe.
Because we kind of already do those things, but it's great.
Yeah.
It's great to have it be an official program too.
Right. So I'm super excited about that.
Same.
Next year's 2026.
That's what I was going to say. 2026 is going to be our year.
I know. I agree with you.
And now you know.
So what happened this week?
I went to Miami.
So what did you learn in Miami? Anything fun?
Let's see, what was my favorite part of the trip?
For those that don't know, Realty One Group puts on a conference every year. And I've been to a lot of conferences, and this one is different for some reason. Like they do.
You mean this year different or this?
No, just everyone.
Companies?
Well, so first of all, for the last 3 years, and actually Jessie, who went with us, Jessie Fillingham, one of our agents, she said it, and she's like, it's different every year, which is, some people would argue is a bad thing, but and she is one of them. If I don't speak too far out of turn, she's not a fan of change. She likes her systems, she likes her processes, she likes to do repeated things. But so she said it when we got there, she was like, I'm frustrated because the schedule's different again, than it was last year. And it was different last year than it was the year before. She went last year. You and I have been for the last 3 years now. And it has been different. But then by the end of it, she came up to me and she goes, I've changed my mind. I think I kind of like the fact that they do it a little bit different every year, because you still get the conference feel, but it's new and it's fresh and it's unexpected. So you kind of lean in a little bit more when you don't know what to expect, I think. And so I liked that.
Yeah. I thought it was good this year. I think I would have liked it there to have been an opening session.
Yeah.
I felt like we just jumped in.
We did just jump in.
And so if it was your first time being there, now we had the luxury of having 9 of us and then us having already been, so we could kind of guide that. But that opening session is usually that like sucks you in and motivates you and sets the tone for the week.
Yeah.
So I did miss that.
Yeah. And they had the welcome reception, which is just a giant party. So that's fun. But, yeah, I don't disagree with you. That morning we went straight into workshop classes.
The workshops were really good.
And the workshops were a step above the last 2 years for sure. So, and then they announced this year too that they're changing it up drastically, like even more so than just the schedule. And they're not doing a single national or international conference next year. They have 27 regional conferences that they're doing. So they're hoping, because when you really think about it, while that's fun and that's awesome, it is very expensive to go. And because they do such a good job, they do, the whole hotel is branded and, on and on.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
But it is expensive. It's a big commitment.
Expensive, right. And so I'm excited to
so next
have the
year,
opportunity for everybody to attend something.
And I'm pretty sure they said it's free. So other than your travel. So we have, and you can go anywhere. You can go as many times as you want. Our closest one is going to be Kansas City.
Yes. Kansas City.
Omaha, Chicago.
One in Omaha.
There's definitely drivable.
I think
lots of options.
Down in Nashville or Tennessee area, somewhere down in there, there was one. So there's 5 or 6 of them.
And they encourage you to go to more than one. They said, if you have family, Jessie and I are going to both go to Omaha because her daughter goes to school in Omaha and my brother lives in Omaha. So it's a good excuse to go visit somebody and
they're calling
do a second session.
Yeah, so one summit's on pause. They're calling them one talks. So they're just regional kind of workshops throughout the year.
I am going to miss the summit, though.
I am too. But I think it'll come back.
I do too.
Honestly. So I don't think it'll go anywhere. And I loved the way they did base camp this year too. So that was something else we did this week with that. Typically base camp, which is for managers and broker owners, affiliate owners, is a totally separate conference than Summit, which is for the agents. And this year they backed them up towards each other.
Smart.
So that was nice because you and I could go just a day or two early and all that. So We enjoyed that.
Super
I
positive.
learned a lot. I loved spending the week with the team. It was fun. You know, you get to know people. We all stayed in Airbnb together, so
we did. It was
we had
quite
a lot
fun.
of
We
fun.
did. We did.
Got to know everybody on a more intimate level, and
but I think bigger than that, I think it was great for the agents to see the trajectory of the company. It feels so strong and so solid and so relevant. Like it's, you know, we really got a good corporate structure behind us.
Yes.
Catapults us forward.
You know what else happened to you this week?
Oh,
That's
no.
just
Whoa.
I find it funny.
Wait. Text me first.
Aaron, you're the tiebreaker. Do I get to tell my story or not?
Yes.
Sorry, Charlie.
Oh, I have stories too, so go ahead.
So I was just going to say, with the realtors, like you get that, you do a plan, and you said it when we left. You're like, I have that one buyer that's been 2 years or 3 years or whatever. And the only time he ever calls to want to see a house is when you're out of town.
I know. And I do not go out of town that often.
I know. It's funny.
I typically have a trip to Gulf Shores once a year.
Day 3, phone rings. I want to go see this house.
It's true. 2 years we've been looking, and it is.
It is funny.
But that is a realtor reality. If you want to get busy, go on vacation.
It is funny.
People pop out of the woodwork, which is great. Sure. And as long as you have, people in place. Now, I will tell you that
you didn't have nobody in place. All your people were with you.
I know.
Though.
Well, we had a few that were back, but that is where working with another agent on the other side is very helpful. So,
yeah,
the listing agent showed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which can be annoying as a listing agent, but
it depends, and it depends how it's approached. But yeah, you don't want to show your buyer a house because your son has a ball game or it's really far. Remember that time that agent wanted me to show because she lived in Ellisville?
Yes.
I was like, Ellisville? That's not even far. But to show for someone who's out of town.
The listing was in Winsville. It was like a 20-minute drive.
Yeah, dumb. But yeah. So anyway, it did. It happened.
Yeah, it happened. And the listing agent graciously showed the house, which was awesome.
Yep.
And should have.
Right.
I mean, as a listing agent, you should try to help out and be friendly. I know that's not common, but
I find it common.
Oh, good. Good. Maybe I just don't ever hear about the stories where it's common.
Right.
People only ever bitch.
Well, those are the funny stories to tell.
That's true. Also how you learn. What is going on in real estate? Aaron, what happened in the world this week? Give us the headlines.
All right. Market trends and mortgage rates. Mortgage rates tick up. The average U.S. long-term mortgage rate ticked up slightly, rising to about 6.22% after 4 consecutive weekly declines. This ends a downward trend that brought rates to their lowest level in over a year.
Yeah, I think we're going to stay in that 6 for a minute now. So we'll see. But that's good to know.
So I'm going to veer off of what's listed here because I actually saw it earlier this week. And it was the fact that I think it's the median home buyer age has increased to 40 years old.
So just the home buyers in general, not first-time home buyers?
I think it's...
It doesn't surprise me.
I want to say it's first-time home buyers.
And
then home buyers in general...
The year that I first saw that report from the National Association,
2022?
No, it was before that. I'm going to feel like it was like 2020 maybe. It was 34.
Yeah, I was thinking 33, 34.
But I know last year it was 37. It's done nothing but go up.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So typical new homeowner is officially 40 years old. The median age is a high watermark for the U.S. real estate market, up from 38 years old in 2024 and 33 years old in 2020.
Hey, we were close.
That's not good, though.
I know. It is. It is what it is.
I guess it depends on how, if there's more older people than there are younger people, that number is going to drag up. And the younger people may be buying houses. There's just more older people. I mean, that's how medians work. So I'm curious if that's, if that's the case. Do we just have that many more older people that it's dragging the numbers up from previous years? Or are young people actually not buying houses? That's what that's what makes me curious.
Yeah, probably a little bit of both.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of old people right now. Like
they just won't die.
I mean, seriously.
I don't think
as terrible as that sounds, there has to be more old people. People are living longer now than they've ever lived before.
Talking 2 years.
I know, but the difference in 2 years in a median could be there's 20 more 80-year-olds than there are 40-year-olds. Yeah. I mean, like that's, and I do think that's the case. I mean, you have the baby boomers are all up there now. You know.
Well, that and coupled with interest rates and house prices.
Yeah, and the economy.
It is harder for younger people to buy houses.
Right.
Yep.
Well, and boomers are living so much longer too. They're holding on to their houses longer. So, yeah.
What else you got?
Industry and brokerage news. Anywhere and Compass are in legal battle, with agents surveyed about potential moves if a merger were to occur. Anywhere is also focusing on growth and AI integration.
Anywhere and Compass are in a legal battle all of a sudden?
I know, we didn't hear that.
I know this is what happens when I go I close my eyes for a week. What are they in a legal battle about?
Let's see.
So the last time I checked.
Are they in a legal battle together or against each other?
The relationship between Anywhere and Compass is complex and has recently pivoted from a legal battle to a massive merger agreement.
Mm-hmm. So it is amazing to me the amount of companies that are merging right now. So that if you're paying attention to like outside of the real estate industry, just in the economy in general, like there's a lot of massive mergers going on right now. It's really weird.
Like?
Well, like, so you obviously have the Anywhere Compass thing in the real estate industry, but Mikey works in the utility industry, and his company, which is the largest tap water provider in the country, is merging with the second largest tap water provider.
But that seems to have been their business plan all along. They just slowly are taking over most of the water service.
Well, I think that's how any company grows, so right? Market
merge,
share.
Or they bought them out? I thought they bought them out.
They merged.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're creating one company now with a new board of directors.
And what's that company's name?
It's keeping the American Water name.
Yeah, it sounds a little more like a buyout than a merger then.
It probably is, but it's fascinating to me that one's going on. Anywhere Compass is going on. I mean, I don't know. Maybe these things go on all the time. They're just usually they don't happen with the big guys. You know what I mean? Like most of the time those things happen on the middle ground and then they create a big guy. And then
that's kind of what I thought Missouri Water was doing. I feel like they've slowly.
In Missouri, American Water is Missouri, but American Water Works, the company, has been the largest tap water provider for quite some time.
Right,
now.
So it's not shocking that they're continuing to buy out their competitors.
I guess.
Get bigger and bigger. And the bigger you get, the easier that probably is.
Probably, yeah. I feel like that's going on a lot these days.
Anything else in the news?
It's a relatively slow week.
Yeah. The rollout of Zillow's private listing bans is facing some speed bumps in certain areas.
Oh, tell me more about that. Because that was a move by Zillow that I was kind of like, you remember when that came about several weeks ago? They said that if you don't put your listing private, it was directly at Compass.
Right.
You don't put your listing public marketing or internet marketing right away. They're never putting it on their website. And I don't know whatever happened.
So Zillow's ban on certain private listings, the subject of ongoing litigation with Compass, has rolled out nearly everywhere in the country, but the leading home source site said enforcement of its new standards have not taken effect in and around the Chicago area due to the unique situation of Illinois-based Missouri or Midwest real estate data.
So the MLS is pushing back against them?
The MRED, which is the Midwest real estate data,
Yeah.
had its own private listing network for nearly a decade, which seems to put it on a collision course with Zillow's rules.
That's a big market for that not to work in either. I was interested. I was really hoping Zillow would win that battle.
Same.
Personally.
Well, it would bode well for us.
Yeah. But then you have that MLS. There was a lot of talk about that at Summit too, was the whole three-way agreement and the ongoing lawsuits and stuff like that. That was one too. The what was that law?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The CPTA, the Consumer Telephone Protection Act.
CTPA, yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. But apparently there's a whole crap ton of real estate brokerages getting sued
for the no
for
call
violating
list.
that. But it's not the no call. It's not. They're not getting sued because there's no call list. Or maybe they are.
Yeah, they're getting sued because they're calling people that are on the no call list.
Yeah.
And then they're also getting sued because you're going to be better at explaining this, I'm sure. The whole pre-recorded
Yeah. So that's
auto
the part.
dialer.
Yes,
There's
that's
a whole
the
nother
part
piece
where
of it.
you can pick up the phone and call somebody that's on the do not call list, as long as you are a real person, basically, is the way I understood it. And you can call them on the do not call list. You just can't advertise your services or goods or whatever. So you can't make a sales phone call to somebody on the do not call list. But there's some exception in there because I was going to do some more research. I didn't do it yet, but
no, but it was
has something to
interesting
do
about the auto
with
dialer.
the auto dialers because then no. So if you are calling a list of people that you generated, there's different rules than if you're using an auto dialer, which is an app or software that just generates random phone numbers.
That was it. That's it. It's the random phone,
makes the calls.
Yes, like the phone numbers in a row.
Right. Apparently, that's like totally illegal.
But you calling a list that you have compiled over time, some sort of a database that you have
is different
as a real
rules.
estate professional, right? But
so yeah, more to come on that, I'm sure. Realty One Group is one of the ones getting sued, so I'm sure we'll have all kinds of information coming out about what you are and aren't allowed to do when it comes to phone calls. But I will also tell you, I think that's, I was sitting there listening and I was thinking to myself, like, okay, people were like, I mean, it's 2025. I think we might be past this.
Apparently we're not.
I know. I just that was what was surprising to me. Like there are still real estate agents out there that are making cold calls.
Well, I think there's lead generating companies too that are making those calls to sell the leads.
Oh, that is true because that was what the lawsuit was about. Was the lead generating company got sued, and then the brokerage got named in the suit with the lead generating company because the brokerage contracted the
that is
company.
Correct. What is that called when you are
fruit
from the poisonous tree?
He said that's when you can't be admissible, but he said that he went through that, the lawyer.
You can't claim that you had no knowledge of that was their practice. You are hiring them to do that on your behalf, which is illegal to do. So you hiring them doesn't remove you
hiring them doesn't necessarily qualify you for that, but if you have any sort of knowledge and you don't stop it, then it's an issue.
Right.
So most of the time you're going to be on the hook. So that was interesting. People are still making cold calls.
I was going to say it doesn't really apply to us. We don't teach our agents to do that. It's not our business model. So,
right.
But it was interesting.
Okay, one more. Only because when I was scrolling this morning, this popped up a couple times.
Okay.
Fannie Mae has made 2 changes to its credit score requirements. So effective November 16th, 2025, it will eliminate the 620 minimum credit score for loans processed through Fannie Mae's desktop underwriter. So what they will do now is they will perform a more comprehensive credit risk assessment that evaluates a broader set of factors such as credit history, income, debt levels, and property characteristics, rather than relying on a hard credit score cutoff. Why this matters? This change is intended to help more borrowers with lower credit scores but strong financial profiles qualify for a mortgage.
Yeah.
That's good news.
I know. It was a huge good news. I saw it this morning or yesterday, last night. I don't remember which time I was scrolling, but one of them. But yeah, 620 is a pretty low credit score. But I always
it's the exceptions that they're going to look at now. That's what that sounds like to me, because there are those.
Yeah.
Remember when you went to buy your first house?
Yes.
Or your second house?
Yes.
And you had one late pay?
Yes.
Even though you have all the ability in the world, and I don't know if yours was the same as the one late pay that we had, which was when the financial institutes changed.
Yes.
And they sold the loan, and somehow that just, in the shuffle of one of the properties got missed. And then, the hard rule was for 12 months, you cannot buy a house.
Which I think that's still a rule.
Yeah, that's a crazy one too.
Yeah, but hopefully that'll help younger people. That's who I hear when I hear that is that
they don't have the history.
They don't have credit history. It's not that they have bad credit. They just don't have credit. And so
one bad thing is
set them off.
Amplified.
Yeah, right. Is amplified because they don't have a lot of credit history. So I think that'll be helpful for sure. And they're also checking the credit companies, the credit scoring companies too, because that has gotten totally out of hand also.
What do you mean?
Just with so we rely on them in the financial industry and the real estate industry and all of these industries in here. And there's only 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're private entities for a profit. They're not like public, whatever. They're regulated by the CFPB, but they're not private or public entities. So they're doing some crazy shit to make money as the economy gets tight, like with selling data and stuff like that. And so I just can't. My phone is still ringing because we just bought a house and got a mortgage, and we closed
a month ago?
For the love of God, we closed a month ago, and we applied for the loan probably 2 months before that. So stop calling me. I don't want a loan, but
probably some auto dialer.
Credit bureaus. It probably is because it's AI voice whenever they call me. I'm going to sue them for violating that.
Are you on the no-call list?
Let me give Alex up. I don't know. I meant to check myself.
Yeah. If you're not, you can't be a part of it.
Right. I meant to check and register for that. But I didn't know real estate agents also. Anybody can register to check the no-call list. Mm-hmm. So do that. Realtors, if you're going to call people that you don't know, it's the ethical thing to do. The legal thing to do.
All right.
It's the right thing to do.
So,
anyways, I'm super excited about Fannie Mae releasing that low credit score. Hopefully that'll open up some possibilities for people.
Okay. I'm going to move my leg because it's asleep. So just hold on a second.
We've got to figure this out. Yeah.
I just got to do it. I have everything in
because she could have a little chair right there.
What the floop?
What the floop?
So with this story, it was saying they were conducting a final walkthrough. The agent encouraged the buyer to walk up to the attic, make sure nothing was left. Well, the buyer stepped off one of the beams and his foot fell through the roof. That's happened actually to me, but we weren't under contract. The agent was with an older couple, and the son went upstairs or up in the attic to just check things out, even though she encouraged him not to. Because this is just a showing. They don't even own the house or are under contract. And he fell off the beam and fell through the roof and the garage. And
when you say fell through the roof, you mean the ceiling?
The ceiling.
Or the ceiling, yes.
Okay.
Fell through the ceiling.
But this happened to you?
This happened
I'm
on a
still stuck
listing.
on that.
Yes. On a
you
listing
fell through?
No, on a listing that I had.
So you were the listing.
I was the listing agent. And so, of course, she calls me, panics. We ended up figuring it out because her husband, the buyer's agent's husband, is a contractor, but they ended up writing. And they ended up competing with another offer, and they did not get it. And she went crazy because she thought it was because the son fell through the ceiling. Even though that was not the case. But, and when crazy.
What? Yeah. Oh. I don't even think most inspectors step in the attic.
Because they know better.
Yeah, why would you do that? I mean, it sounds like something I'd do if I'm being honest with you, but
I don't think you've ever done it.
I haven't ever walked.
And you've
in
bought a
the
lot of
attic.
houses, and I don't think you've even done it in yours.
I did look in my attic.
I am wondering why you would walk through the attic.
I don't know, but you should. I mean,
Whoops.
I guess you could though. I mean, you're buying the house. You want to see it. It's no different than walking through a basement. Really, that's not finished. I mean, what's the difference?
Well, because I don't think that most attics are made for you to walk through. I mean, the basement is made for that. You're talking like an attic that you got to climb up the ladder and poke your head through and then pull you're not talking like a door, like an old house where it had like a really cool attic that you make rooms in. You're talking about just the.
Well, what do you think was in that old attic before the rooms were put there?
Well, there's a difference on how people build houses to make those attics usable or those attics are not usable. You're telling me there's not a difference in an attic in a house that's built now or a house that was built with stairs and a door to the attic. You thinking that it's exactly the same?
Yes.
I disagree. Aaron?
What?
Why would you Why would you have steps to an attic and a door?
Well, probably the steps and the door were added after the fact. Typically, that's usually why they're tiny or really short and they go straight up in the air or like something like that.
I don't know. I'm picturing some of those old cool houses that it's just another level of the house. And you can stand up in them. You can have a room.
Which you could do in your attic.
No, you could not.
Have you ever been in your attic?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to put a room in the attic at my old house, and you couldn't without changing the rafters. I mean, you couldn't stand up in it. There was no spot to stand up.
Were your ceilings vaulted?
Yes. No, I'm talking about.
Because you can't finish an attic with vaulted ceilings.
No.
Or tray
Were not
ceilings.
vaulted.
But if it's just a run-of-the-mill house with an attic in it, you absolutely could finish it.
All right, we're going on a field trip, and I'm putting his ass up in the attic, and he's going to show me how he's going to live up there. We're going.
That's fine. I'm fine with it. Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, that is crazy that he fell through the ceiling, though. But it can happen. I've done it.
We've had a couple clients fall through their own ceiling later and called to see if we knew anybody.
We did?
Yeah.
What were they doing in their attic?
I don't know.
Look, I have never had a reason to crawl through my attic. I did have to go in my attic at Tea Party to set up the Ethernet because that's where the switch was. But it was literally right inside the...
So you didn't walk through it?
No.
Yeah.
Couldn't have. The ceilings were vaulted. There was only
All right, well,
foot and a half.
More to come on our field trip.
Yeah. Then go try to fall through an attic. How that's going to end.
That's all I got.
See you later.
Bye.
All right, that's a wrap on another week of chaos, closings, and questionable decisions.
If this episode made you laugh, think, or text your real estate bestie like, girl, this is us, do us a favor.
Hit that subscribe button, leave a quick review, follow us on socials, or send us your own unhinged real estate stories. Seriously, we want to share them.
And hey, don't just survive this week. Get out there and build your business.
You've got everything it takes.
We'll be back next week with more chaos and more clarity.
Until then,
Keep waking up to win.